Dear viewers, today we are going to learn about the stress management, that is, concept of stress, manifestation of stress, and coping with stress. Dear viewers, please watch the entire video. The video will be followed by MCQs based on the presentation. Let us first try to understand the concept of stress. Stress is a complex and multifaceted phenomenon that affects individuals physically, emotionally, cognitively, and behaviorally. In today's fast paced and demanding world, stress has become a common experience across all age groups and professions. Understanding the concept of stress is crucial for effective personal and professional functioning. Stress is a psychological and physiological response to demands or challenges called stressors that disrupt an individual's balance or well being. It is the body's natural reaction to any change that requires an adjustment or response. Key points of stress: stress can be positive, eustress, or negative, distress. Eustress motivates individuals and enhances performance. Distress hampers functioning, affects health, and can lead to anxiety or burnout. Hans Selye, a pioneer in stress research, defined stress as the non-specific response of the body to any demand for change. He proposed the General Adaptation Syndrome (GAS) model, which includes alarm stage, initial reaction to stressor; resistance stage, adaptation to the stressor; exhaustion stage, depletion of energy if stress continues. Manifestation of stress. Stress affects individuals in various dimensions. 1. Physical manifestations: headaches, fatigue, muscle tension, increased heart rate, high blood pressure, sleep disturbances, changes in appetite, weakened immune response. 2. Emotional manifestations: irritability, frustration, anxiety, mood swings, depression, feeling overwhelmed or helpless. 3. Cognitive manifestations: difficulty concentrating, poor decision making, negative thoughts, constant worrying, forgetfulness or confusion. 4. Behavioral manifestations: withdrawal from social activities, changes in eating sleeping habits, increased use of alcohol, tobacco, or drugs, aggressive or avoidant behavior. 5. Academic work-related manifestations, especially relevant to students, teachers, decreased performance, procrastination, absenteeism or lack of motivation. Coping with stress. Coping refers to the strategies individuals use to manage the internal and external demands of stressful situations. 1. Problem-focused coping involves taking steps to eliminate or reduce the stressor. Examples: time management, seeking information or support, and creating action plans. 2. Emotion-focused coping aims to regulate emotional response to the stressor. Examples: meditation or relaxation, talking to a friend, and reframing the situation positively. 3. Avoidance-focused coping involves denial, distraction, or withdrawal, often maladaptive in the long term. Techniques for stress management. 1. Physical techniques: exercise releases endorphins and reduces stress hormones. Deep breathing and yoga promote relaxation. Adequate sleep and balanced diet. 2. Psychological techniques: cognitive behavioral therapy (CBT) helps reframe negative thoughts. Mindfulness and meditation increase awareness and reduce reactivity. Positive self-talk and affirmation practices. 3. Time and task management, setting realistic goals and priorities. Avoiding procrastination. Breaking tasks into manageable parts. 4. Social support, talking to family, friends, or mentors. Participating in group activities. Seeking professional counseling if needed. 5. Institutional strategies, stress management workshops. Student counseling centers. Workplace wellness programs. Dear viewers, let us solve some important multiple choice questions from the presentation. 1. According to Hans-Selye's General Adaptation Syndrome, GAS, during which stage does the body initially respond to a stressor by activating physiological defense mechanisms? A. Resistance stage. B. Exhaustion stage. C. Alarm stage. D. Recovery stage. Answer: C. Alarm stage. 2. Which of the following is not considered a maladaptive coping mechanism for stress? A. Substance abuse. B. Avoidance behavior. C. Problem solving. D. Emotional suppression. Answer: C. Problem solving. 3. Lazarus and Folkman's cognitive appraisal theory emphasizes that stress is primarily a result of A. External environmental changes that are beyond the individual's control. B. Imbalance in serotonin levels in the brain. C. Individual perception and interpretation of the stressor. D. Genetic predisposition to stress response. Answer: C. Individual perception and interpretation of the stressor. 4. Which of the following best describes eustress? A. Stress that arises from trauma or loss. B. Positive stress that motivates and enhances performance. C. Chronic stress that leads to burnout. D. Unconscious stress response in dangerous situations. Answer: B. Positive stress that motivates and enhances performance. 5. Emotional manifestations of stress do not include A. Anxiety and irritability. B. Depression and mood swings. C. Increased blood pressure. D. Feelings of helplessness. Answer: C. Increased blood pressure. 6. Which type of coping strategy involves addressing the problem causing the stress rather than avoiding or denying it? A. Emotion-focused coping. B. Avoidance coping. C. Problem-focused coping. D. Displacement coping. Answer: C. Problem-focused coping. 7. Which of the following is a behavioral manifestation of stress? A. Headache. B. Increased irritability. C. Avoiding responsibilities. D. Difficulty in decision-making. Answer: C. Avoiding responsibilities. 8. Progressive muscle relaxation, guided imagery, and deep breathing techniques are examples of A. Cognitive therapies. B. Behavioral avoidance strategies. C. Physiological stress responses. D. Relaxation techniques for stress management. Answer: D. Relaxation techniques for stress management. 9. Which of the following statements is true about chronic stress? A. It prepares the body for immediate physical action. B. It results in short bursts of increased energy and focus. C. It may lead to long-term physical and psychological disorders. D. It does not affect cognitive functioning. Answer: C. It may lead to long-term physical and psychological disorders. 10. Which of the following is not considered a maladaptive coping mechanism for stress? A. Substance abuse. B. Avoidance behavior. C. Problem solving. D. Emotional suppression. Answer. C. Problem solving. 11. Which of the following best describes eustress? A. Stress that arises from trauma or loss. B. Positive stress that motivates and enhances performance. C. Chronic stress that leads to burnout. D. Unconscious stress response in dangerous situations. Answer. B. Positive stress that motivates and enhances performance. 12. Emotional manifestations of stress do not include A. Anxiety and irritability. B. Depression and mood swings. C. Increased blood pressure. D. Feelings of helplessness. Answer. C. Increased blood pressure. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Education and Teacher Education.